And welcome to Hindsight Tonight. I'm Damian Muziani, and here's your news. Leading off, once Valentine's Day ends, you know a massacre can't be far behind. AI has ended the Hollywood honeymoon after a clip of Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise fighting on a rooftop captivated millions with the stroke of a keyboard. With more on this eulogy is Hindsight Tonight Hollywood insider Bert Pornstash. Bert?
Oh, hi, Damian. Yeah, I was in the Organic Mile lemon section at the Grove Farmers Market off Fairfax when my Discord app blew up. Deadpool writer Rhett Reese said it's likely over for Hollywood creators when a filmmaker mashed up this fight between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise in like 2 seconds. I was like, what? Why is Cliff Booth messing with Ethan Hunt? Did stuntmen have the knock list all this time? Forget expensive actors and huge budgets. Now you can make a movie that gets 3 million views in 3 days in 3 seconds. And it doesn't stop there. Talk about the tip of the iceberg. If you hated the end of Titanic, now there's a version where Jack lives, marries Rose, and they grow old together. I guess they pawned off that Heart of the Ocean necklace. Plus, Doogie Howser is the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Rocky worked in a burger joint with Optimus Prime. You can't compete with that kind of entertainment. Damian?
Thank you, Bert. Good stuff. Following up on Seeing is Not Believing, the Olympic Games in Milan are dealing with a scandal called Penisgate. With more on this growing story across the pond is Hindsight Tonight British correspondent Duncan Stewart-Clark. Long time no see, Dunk.
Hello again, Damien, and to your viewers all over the Hindsight Tonight world. Cheating investigations are underway for ski jumpers using hyaluronic acid at the Olympics. That's the cosmetic filter used in hush-hush beauty parlors to smooth out wrinkles. But jumpers get an unfair advantage when injecting it into their John Thomases. The bigger your trouser snake, the less wind resistance you get, and the farther you jump. So basically, if you have a tiny tadger, it's the agony of defeat for you. But if your name is Big Willie Johnson from Bulgaria, you end up landing in Lake Como. We don't know how to catch these dodgers, lest you follow them home from the pub and see which of their ladies have trouble walking home the next day. If the Olympics have taught us anything, it's that what comes up always comes down. Damien?
Stiff reporting, Duncan. Good to see you again. Stateside, former Housewives of New York City star Jill Zarin said she was shocked after being dropped from reboot plans over her anti-Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show rant last week. We thought we'd help her understand by breaking down the comments ourselves. Zarin called it the worst halftime show ever because it was a political statement with no white people involved. Well, we reviewed the show again and found Lady Gaga, Jessica Alba, and white dancers in the ensemble. Maybe Zarin got Bad Bunny confused with Kendrick Lamar, last year's halftime act, which actually had 0 white people involved on purpose. Yet she had nothing to say about that performance. Not to worry, Jill. With AI and all the time in the world on your hands now, you can make your own Super Bowl show for an audience of 1. And that's your news. Please give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week with Fresh Hindsight.